Hi everyone, welcome back to the BCU Racing podcast. As you can see, I'm not Alia, I'm Imaan, and today we've got a special episode. We're joined by some of our friends from Warwick Racing, and they're here to talk about their fantastic initiative that they've started up called Driven by Her. Hi guys.
Hello.
How are we? We're good?
Yes, very good, thank you.
That's good. Would you like to introduce yourselves and your role?
Yeah, so I'm Katie, and I'm the chassis lead for Warwick Racing.
I'm Eleanor, and I'm just a member of Vehicle Dynamics.
Ooh, cool. Anything engineering-y is cool to me. So would you like to start off and explain what Driven by Her is?
Yeah, so Driven by Her is a network that we set up. It sort of started back in October. We attended a networking event created by an individual called Chantal from Silverstone Park, called the Women's Innovation Network, or simplified to WIN. And it was an event at Silverstone where it was a panel of lovely ladies up there talking about their experiences, not necessarily in engineering, but just it was sort of like women in this sort of industry.
Yeah, just general engineering industry.
And we met some people there. We met some people who'd studied at Warwick. We met some people from Oxford Brookes. Some students that are at the Silverstone Academy stuff.
Yeah, Silverstone UTC, I think it is.
Yeah, I think so. And we sort of thought there's all these networks for, women who are in industry or getting really young girls into it, but there's not necessarily a network for us women who are in Formula Student. We didn't think that there was necessarily anything for us to get to know each other, create a network, and so we decided, why not put on an event, invite all the women from universities around us and try and get some initiative started.
Because it's usually you've got things to get kids into engineering. You've got the ones for graduation and stuff like that, but there's nothing really whilst you're in university sometimes. You've got the ones within the university, but there's so many women in Formula Student.
Yeah.
Just get them together. Why not?
Yeah. I think it's fantastic. I loved your event that you did, what was it, a couple of months ago?
Yeah, it was in March.
Yeah, middle of March.
Yeah. Oh God, it feels ages. How did you get all of that sorted? Because obviously you had a lot of support from Warwick as well to get that all going.
Yeah. So we attended the Silverstone event with some wonderful ladies from WMG.
Mm-hmm.
And so we sort of talked about it when we were there. We were like, oh, we should really do this.
Yeah, we're driving back to Warwick going, we should set up a network. We should do something like this.
And so we sort of talked to them before, and our supervisor Dave, he's wonderful. So we sort of talked about it with him as well, and he was like, yeah, just send them an email. And so I sent them an email, sort of CC'd everyone in who I thought would be interested in it, and we got a meeting together, and then it was just sort of going through that process of getting briefing sheets together, setting the date,
itinerary, who we're going to invite, how many people can come,
panel
all of
members,
this sort of stuff.
all of that. Yeah.
It didn't really come together until
a week before.
Yeah. We had, up until about that week before, we had one panel member. We were it
was a race of contacts.
Yeah.
Who can we get? But yeah. No, that was it.
Oh. Well, you did a very good job. We enjoyed it a lot, and honestly, it was so insightful. I don't even do engineering, but the range and the diversity of people you had there, amazing. And the fact you did it all within a week, again, amazing. Have you started to see the change in in the initiative? I know it's early days, but I feel post that event, have you seen? I mean, this is an example of of a change, but
there is somebody from Oxford Brookes Racing.
Yeah,
they've tried to set up something. I don't know if they've been successful, but I do remember them talking to us whilst we were there at the event and being oh yeah, we'd love to do something like this as well. Get people down, just get people they toured, you guys came to tour our workshop and stuff like that. So they're oh yeah, let's get everybody to tour our workshop too. Just get involved, basically.
Yeah, I think it's just talked about more. We at Warwick Racing, we have a pretty good sort of number of women in the team, and I think it was noticed before, when, especially over this Easter, there's been a lot of women in the pits.
Yeah.
And it is talked about, our supervisor be, oh, it's great to see so many women in here and stuff like that. So I think it's definitely just become more of a conversation point. And we're driven by her. We don't want it to necessarily be something that's just Warwick. We're looking to expand it, to get as many other people involved in it as we can. And so, yeah, I think definitely it's still early days.
Yeah.
And definitely until we can sort of start getting those initiatives going that sort of introduce other universities and stuff like that. But within Warwick, I think it's just talked about more. I think it's just a conversation point, which it wasn't necessarily before.
I know there's people, even in like my group projects, they're not part of Warwick Racing or anything like that, but they're like, oh, I saw the event you put on. I'm like, oh, yeah,
we've been told we're milking it a lot.
Yeah.
As you should.
All the guys are like, I keep seeing the same picture over and over again. Oh, okay.
They've decided they're starting up Driven by Him.
It's like, sorry, it was one of the best pictures and you happen to see it everywhere now. Sorry.
That actually leads me fantastically on to the next question. What did the wider team sort of think of the event? Because I did see some of them try and steal some food at the event.
Yeah, they
did. Shame on them, guys.
I did go and get them, in all fairness.
Yeah, we did say, come guys, come network and stuff like that. But yeah, they were like, free food will be there. That's not the point.
Yeah,
no, it's not the point.
In order to get this diversity we need, it's not necessarily something that should just involve women. So I think it's good to get the men involved. And Driven by Her is very early at the moment, and we had a very limited number of people that we could invite to the event. So they couldn't necessarily make it because we wanted to sort of.
It's bad to take away the spaces from other women and like attending when we're like, oh yeah, we've got like a couple guys from the team in, and it's like we could have just invited another university along instead.
But the way to reach like true diversity within this industry isn't to ignore men and just support women. It's to
educate all the men and stuff like that and just be like, guys,
it's to get everyone involved and just prove that there is no reason for this inequality. So
100%. How do you think the visibility of diverse representations shape more male industries like motorsport and engineering? Because you talk about like inviting the guys in and stuff like that, and I do engineering and motorsport so male dominated. How do you think promoting women in those spaces and showing that they are women that want to be in these spaces, how do you think that helps girls? And
I think it's like the sort of like if you can see somebody doing that and you can imagine yourself in that position, it's really, really helpful. Because like if you looked like 10 years ago, you would have been like, oh, is there a space for me? But nowadays you can see like women in like the higher positions in F1 and stuff like that, and you're like, oh, that means I can get there too. It's not like unattainable for you.
I think it's also just having somebody else to like talk to some extent. Like I think when you're the only woman in a team or something like that, the way you talk to men is different to the way that you talk to other women. And so I think sometimes you are made to feel like you need to act a certain way or sort of reduce your femininity to some extent. And that's one of the reasons why we started Driven by Her was we really wanted to create an event where we could celebrate our femininity within engineering and motorsport. And we don't have to, in this network, we don't have to act like men to some extent.
Like you don't ever have to, like you can just be yourself. You don't have to change yourself to fit in. Like last year in the vehicle dynamics team, I was the only girl. I mean,
I was
you
only
were
girl
the
in chassis.
So it's like, it's one of those things where it's like the guys are all just talking and they're just so confident, and you're just sat there like, I do want to say something, but like they're just so loud, and you just find you're like struggling to like get a word in. I'm like, I have something to say.
Oh, that's so relatable. I'm like, so I turn up to meetings in like shamelessly high heels in a dress and like pattern tights and everything, and I'm there like we do presentations every week and like updates, and then I'm there with like the mic like, hey guys, how are we?
This morning I walked into the pits and was like, do you guys like my hair? I curled it. And they called me a bit overexcited and a bit too happy, and I was like, this is an excuse to be happy.
That's misogynistic. That's disgraceful.
So true.
That is. We should. I love something that I really took away from like the event is, I don't know who said it, but someone said, embrace your femininity because it's what makes you stand out in the male-dominated spaces, and I feel like that is so true.
100%.
And ever since then, I've been wearing those high heels and clicking, clacketing
I
around.
feel like they have something to say if we turn up to the pits in heels.
Yeah,
They might not let us
I don't
park on
think
the
we'd
car.
be allowed in.
Yeah.
We have to wear safety boots as well around the car.
I mean, it's like you can't even
so-
wear shorts or anything like that in the
No,
pits. So.
No skirts.
Yeah.
That's the rule.
That's awful. You should have like a change of outfit. Just be that extra. Just be like, sorry guys, gotta go change.
Walk in. They're like, you can't go get changed. Then walk into the pits. At the end of the day, you leave the pits. You go get changed. They're like, that's not the outfit you were wearing alone. It's just my midday outfit change.
I literally
guys.
did that last year. I was wearing a denim skirt and then couldn't go into the pit, so I had a change in trousers halfway through the day. But
Oh, I love that. Oh my gosh. We need to introduce this as like a thing. Oh, that's amazing. Do you guys have like a specific person within motorsport, a specific woman that you see as like a role model? I spoke about Hannah Schmitz a couple of episodes ago and how cool she is and how great she is at what she does.
yeah.
What about you guys?
I mean, I think there's an obvious one in Susie Wolf.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
She's great, especially through her F1 Academy stuff and all that. You know, we were at the event yesterday with F1 Academy and the Women's Innovation Network.
We got to watch the F1 Academy cars going around on track. It was really good. It was really good. They were all out there going around the track. We're like,
Oh my god, I'm so jealous. Oh, can I be a part of Warwick Racing, please?
But yeah, I think, yeah, she just set up quite a few initiatives. I think she's quite a big part of Girls on Track as well. So I think she's a pretty obvious one, but Esteban Ocon's race engineer.
Laura Muller,
Yeah.
I believe her name is.
Yeah,
We'll Google check it.
Put up a picture just so everybody knows.
Just in case.
I guess there's also like Bernie Collins,
Yeah,
Ruth
definitely,
Buscombe,
definitely.
those sorts of people that are now have slightly moved away from actually being in the engineering side and like the technical side and are now more helping like Sky Sports and stuff like that. But it's always really intriguing to like hear their perspective and stuff like that, because you can constantly hearing like the guys and stuff like that, but then you just hear like one of the women chime in, you're like, ooh. And I guess that's also like a nice way people can see themselves, like they can do anything within F1, within motorsport,
It's
within
not just
engineering and stuff like that. Yeah.
it's a
Is
lot.
presenting in your guys' future? Will I see you guys in Sky Sports?
Maybe not.
No.
Depends how this goes. If this goes really well,
Yeah.
maybe.
I think this is going fantastically. Just saying, like Sky Sports, if you're watching, they have very good technical knowledge and they're very good presenters. So please hire them, because I think you get paid quite nicely as well, and you get to go to all the races.
Yeah.
That is the main advantage. I
Oh,
think.
it is. What careers do you guys want to go into? Is it motorsport or just engineering generally?
Motorsport, definitely. I've grown up in motorsport and watching it and all sorts of stuff, so it's something that makes me happy, so I'm gonna go into it. But
Yeah, I'd love to go into motorsport. I mean, there's like you always kind of get the other things like aerospace stuff like that. There's always like exciting things you can do within engineering, but I would like to do a bit of motorsport for even a little bit, basically. Just give it a try, you know. Just so I can say, oh yeah, I did work in motorsports.
Any specific motorsport? I'm quite into, so I like F1, but I've been into like endurance racing at the moment, because
Yeah.
I'm a Max Verstappen fan. So now,
no.
oh shh.
I'm gonna have to leave now.
So I've like, he's started doing like, what is it, the 24 hours of Nürburgring?
Yeah.
So I've gotten into endurance and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm really into Formula E, which is obviously like the electric version. Like people are like, oh yeah, electric version of Formula 1. But although it's a bit more of like a spec series,
Yeah.
but it's really, really interesting, like the energy management, like all of the strategy that goes into that. That's really cool. Like if I couldn't do F1, I definitely want to do something within Formula E. Like it just looks really cool.
Yeah. I love any form of motorsport. I've grown up rallying, so I do that with my dad and stuff like that. So that's something that I've sort of already explored in the world. But you know, if I had to do a career in it, I wouldn't be too mad at that. But no, like I grew up watching like Extreme and all sorts of stuff. So like I just love motorsport. Any cars on track, I love. So
Would you guys consider ever getting behind the wheel of a car?
I do.
I
That's
feel like
really
I'd be too
cool.
scared. I feel like I'd be too scared.
Yeah,
Like
at the moment, I'm just starting out. I refuse to try until I could drive. So I've only I've done a few now, but unofficially, I drive quite a lot on track. But competing wise, I've done a few. I think I'm going to do one in a few weeks as well with my dad. And so that's quite cool. But currently, it's just standard road cars. So currently, I'm just doing sprints and rallying. But that's just standard road car. So the Formula Student car, I think, is a bit too much for me. I don't think I can quite do that one. But yeah.
no, I can't even drive in the first place. So doing any other form of driving might not be for me.
But yeah, Val, who was on our panel, Val
Yeah.
Thompson, she's a connection I have through rallying. So she's one of our event organisers for some of the rallies that I do media on as well. So that's how she was on our panel. But yeah.
Oh my god. So what I'm hearing is that you're like a multi-talented driver, engineer, presenter.
Let's not go that
media
far. Let's not go that far.
This is what I'm hearing.
We'll see.
Oh wow, you've just answered so many questions. I had to like find where I am now. Do you have any goals going forward for Driven by Her? Maybe we start like a Driven by Her ex F1 Academy collab. Get you on track.
100%.
Definitely getting more notice.
Yeah.
Like we did try reaching out to Susie Wolf.
She didn't respond to my LinkedIn message.
Don't think it worked.
Susie Wolf, if you're watching this, we're disappointed in you.
No, I hope it goes further, and I hope it goes much further than Warwick. We've already had talks about stuff we can do with the social media to get everyone else involved. I hope there's a lot of more events and stuff like that. I hope that it grows big enough that we can invite everyone and not just have to limit it to women, not just limit it to a certain number of teams. I hope it grows. I hope it does well.
I hope it just brings more like knowledge about Formula Student as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I feel like we were discussing this the other day where we were like, how did we even hear about Formula Student?
Yeah.
We were like, I actually can't remember when I actually found out about it. So just being like, finding a way to get people into Formula Student as well, being like, oh look, this is a really good way to move up and stuff like that. That'd be
definitely.
good.
That actually brings me along very nicely to my next question. How important is the Formula Student experience?
Oh, so important.
Yeah.
Like I was talking to the Year 8 students at this event yesterday about this. Like you learn a lot through your degree, like you do. Otherwise there'd be no point in doing it.
Yeah.
But I think everything we've learned this year in some modules, I learnt last year on the car.
Yeah.
Like you learn it, and you actually like learn it in practicality as well, not just your theoretical knowledge. I think, there's different skill sets people have, and some people are really good at the theoretical side, but I don't think some people ever experience the practical side. I think that's just, it's important to know. You get so many other skills. Like, it's not just your practical skills that increase, it's your communication, it's your teamwork. I think you gain so many skills from just learning things practically, not necessarily theoretically.
Like, it's really small things, like manufacturing stuff as well. Like, you do stuff in group projects, people are like, oh yeah, let's buy this bit of material to the exact dimensions we need. No, we can't do that, guys. We can't do that. We need to tolerance it. We need to leave space to like clamp it down or something like that. But yeah, it's just things like that you don't really think of, that you see other people doing and you're like, no, you can't do it like that. You need to do something else. And I've only learned that through doing Warwick Racing.
Oh my gosh, there's so much to take in. You guys are like really cool. Genuinely.
So are you.
Yeah.
Stop. Thank you. How did you guys get into engineering then? Like, was it like, you mentioned that you were into rally carring.
Yeah.
Rally carring? Is that a word?
Rallying, yeah.
Rallying, yes. Is that how you sort of like found out you wanted to be an engineer?
Yeah, my dad always told me we need more women engineers, and I was a very stubborn child, so I said no. And then I wanted to be a fashion designer, and then I wanted to be an architect, and then I realised that I was rallying with Dad the whole time, like marshalling on events and stuff like that, and I realised actually this is something that I quite like doing, and it's something that I actually really enjoy doing. And then COVID hit and I started watching F1 again. Again, stubborn child meant that whenever my dad was watching F1, I didn't want to watch it. And so I started again in COVID and then thought, architecture I don't like because I don't like art. And so maybe engineering is the pathway for me. And then I sort of stuck with that.
for me it was like sort of similar. I was like picking my GCSE subjects. Yeah, I'm gonna be a fashion designer. I'm gonna do textiles. I was like, yeah, I love creativity. I can't do art. I'm not very artsy. But it's one of those things where it's like, oh, let me try other things. I mean, I was always pretty good at like maths, physics, the standard subjects you need to do engineering, and so kind of came time to decide what degree I wanted to do, and I kind of just was like, yeah, engineering sounds pretty good. But engineering, you see the creativity in it and stuff like that, so it's like
all those like architecture, fashion design, it's all based on design, and I think it's a common misconception about engineering, that I think especially in younger kids they think it's like a mechanic working on cars, like, in a shop
in the workshop, tools dirty, greasy, but no, you can do anything. In reality,
it's got a lot of design work in it, especially in Formula Student. You've got so much design work. When you're building a car and designing it in a year, it's definitely a lot of design work, and so
like to be able to put it together, you need to design the parts first. You can't just be like, oh yep, part fits on the car. That's not how it works.
Oh, I love creativity. As a artsy person, I love that you wanted to be fashion designers as well.
I'm really jealous, actually. I really wish I could draw or like paint or do anything.
Yeah. It's okay, I can't draw either. Honestly, don't even get me started. I tried to like draw a star, but I can't do, one of those stars where it's like a actual star, so I have to do the little triangles because I can't do them. I love that you mentioned that creativity is involved in engineering, in terms of like design and stuff. Is there any other ways that you think that creativity sort of like interlocks?
Well, your imagination is a big part of it. Like to design a part and have the creativity to actually design the part, you need to have an imagination to first come up with it.
Like you need to be able to have the idea, visualize it in your head, and then the next best thing to do after that, draw it.
Yeah,
like because
even by hand.
Yeah.
CAD's not the best way.
But yeah, you just have to do it. You have to physically see it in front of you afterwards, and you go, that's not how I imagined it. And you got to go again, and you just got to continue iterating it until
find a lot of issues when you actually do something. So.
And then you still get to you actually make it, and you're like, still not how it looked. That's still not how it was meant to be.
You need to have a lot of what's the word? Initiative, I guess, when you're in your design phase, but also so much in your build phase. Like you'll come across so many issues that you didn't spot, or something will happen with the manufacturer and it won't be quite perfect, or like we just got our space shame in, and some of the points which our welded tabs are on aren't quite in the correct position, and so
everyone stood around in the pits going, what's the solution to this, guys? Supervisor there, going around, everyone's just throwing ideas out, and that's the main way to fix anything that happens.
Do you guys have like a creative process when you're like, I need to get something done, but I don't know what to do? Do you just like have an escape almost of like, I just need time to like really focus?
Oh yeah, you definitely need time away as well.
Yeah,
that's a big thing. Take time away, and then usually it comes to you. Usually it comes to me in bed. I'll wake up and then be like, oh.
Yeah.
No. Do you have like dreams of parts fitting together?
I actually have nightmares about parts. I wake up literally traumatized. Like I'll have like full sweats, and I'll wake up and be like, files. But I don't know, process wise, I think it's I always like doing research. I think that's quite good. Like I create like little mood boards. I like little mood boards.
No, I take the bus into campus, so I literally spend that like 40 minutes taking the bus in, just going, what am I doing today? Just thinking through everything, just seeing how can I make this better, thinking about like what's the design for this gonna look like, and then get to campus, immediately like sit down, find a quiet space, just get on with it.
Yeah.
I love that you, again, back to the creativity thing. I absolutely love it, because I feel like creativity is such a feminine trait, and the fact that you describe engineering something so like masculine, male dominated, and then you're like, well, actually we need creativity in engineering. Do you feel like you have, because you're women, you feel like you have that edge, I would say, you know what I mean? Like that you can see things that maybe like
it's a different way, definitely.
Yeah, the guys can't see.
Yeah, I think it is. I think there's definitely positives to being a woman that give you so many like advantages just in the way that you think. But men have their advantages too.
Yeah.
In fairness to them, you have to give them some credit sometimes.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, it's just, we'll look at it from a different way.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like sometimes the guys just, they're like, they have an idea in their head and it's like, yep, that's the correct one. And it's like, I don't think it is that right.
Yeah.
Maybe not on that idea.
Yeah. I think it's just a different way of seeing things. Use your advantages, I guess.
Has there been like an instance of this year? I'm fishing for a bit of drama.
I don't think so, because I think we all work well together.
Yeah.
Like, I think the way that we work, nobody's afraid to share their opinion or anything. So I think opinions are constantly getting shouted out and moved around, and
like at the end of the day, we're all friends and stuff like that. So it doesn't really matter.
I guess there is one.
Okay, I'm sat.
Glitter.
Oh yes.
Glitter makes everything better in life.
It
Everyone
does.
should use glitter, and the men don't think we should use glitter. I got a glitter sponsor. Glitter's on the car.
That is so cool. Oh my gosh.
And I'm saying it here now so that they can't go back on it.
You have to make a deal with the
if you're
team
watching this-
principal.
I had to make a deal with the team principal. If you're watching this, come see our car this year at comp. It will have glitter on it.
Wait, what was the deal?
That our scoops weren't very thought out because we didn't really have time, and so I would make them cover literally just the radiator and make them into a firewall if I could put glitter on them. So I did.
Wait, what colour is this glitter?
It's black because
Yeah.
they put up too much of a fuss.
Oh.
We've got green samples
Yeah.
as well, so we're gonna, I don't know, we were talking about a little ombre gradient moment earlier, weren't we?
The guys were like, "What's an ombre?"
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think the livery guy knows that yet, so sorry, Joe, if you're listening.
Glitter will be on the car though.
We need to get Ryan on. Tell him we want glitter on our car now.
We will tell him we want pink because we have the tiniest bit of pink in our logo and we like dredge it.
I see,
everywhere.
this is what I mean. I tried to go for greens, you know. Black is holographic, so you got some rainbow in there.
That's
But-
so cool.
Yeah.
I like look for like the tiniest bit of like colour in it and then just like tell them to slap it on.
It's slap
I think we should just change our colours, really. Bright pink, neon
Yeah.
pink.
Hear me
neon
out, guys. Shiny merch, glittery merch.
pink. Green?
Yeah.
Green's not great.
It could be worse. I feel like
It
there are
could be
worse
worse, it
colours.
could be
There are
worse.
worse
There are
colours.
worse colours.
Sorry?
Emerald green glitter.
You got that is the colour. It's not quite neon green or anything. It is emerald green, but I think it's better than like, I don't know, yellow or something.
Any other teams listening that are yellow?
Sorry.
We're not hating.
Gold is great.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, write that down. We need body glitter for Silverstone, okay?
Yeah, we're
We're having
glitter in the
glitter.
hair. You
Yeah.
know,
Cheekbones.
might be really bad in the showers.
Oh
at
yeah.
comp, but
Sorry,
you know what?
sorry to everyone on the campsite.
glitter everywhere.
Okay, we're gonna stop round. We're gonna bring like scrunchies and like
yeah.
glitter and everything.
Should I have a glitter stand? Come to our campsite and we'll glitter you up.
Yes. You can wake up at 6 a.m. to get glitter put in your hair. Then everybody's ready to head to track.
Because I would though.
Yes! Oh my god, wait, okay, we were talking about this for Driven by Her that we should do a mini Coachella. And call it
Yes.
Carchella.
Coachella.
Oh my god, gross.
Get like, you know how Charlotte Tilbury like
Yeah.
sponsors F1 Academy, like Sephora as well. Like reach out to them, get some minis. Like
It might
comp
be in the works,
survival
might be in the
kit.
works, might be in
Comp
the
survival kit, guys.
I would be so down for all of this. Oh my gosh. I love girlifying Formula Student. Oh, we recently, so I control our socials and stuff. And I went to like this Pilates class. And we have like our mascot and we do this thing called Talk on Tour. And we take our mascot places and we post. And so I was going to this Pilates class and I was like, I can't go to this class without my mascot. So on our Instagram, I was like, listen, I don't care what anyone says. We need to promote Pilates. We need to promote this girliness.
Definitely.
No, the men, they love going to the pub. They love going to the pub. They like, we are there as well, but
Well, our pub is called the Dirty Ducks. Having a goose in it might be quite good. But
yeah.
Anything else? Is anything else going to be a goose?
We've got some on our merch.
yeah, we've got a goose on our
Yeah.
merch.
Yeah.
I did not buy that trade, but
I've brought one. I've got one.
oh,
That's so cute.
might have to steal it.
Somebody within the team designed like
Yeah.
a drawing of like a goose. sat
Shout
in
out to
our
Jimena.
car. Yeah,
We love you, Queen.
she designed this and everything. We were like, right, we need to put that on our merch now.
We need a talk. T-shirt now, please.
That's going to be Ryan's job.
Tell Ryan we want a talk T-shirt.
That will come in from our best friend.
Are there like any other ways that you try to like sort of girlify the team a little bit, make it a lot more female friendly?
Glitter's been my main one.
we always try to do like women's events and stuff like that. We went to
we have team dinners.
We went to Wagamama's with all the women in the team and stuff like that. Just get everybody together. Trying to think of anything else we've done. They often they like us doing outreach events and stuff like that. Obviously, that's not necessarily like necessarily for us and stuff like that, but like talking to like younger girls and stuff like that, like secondary schools and stuff like that, and being like, guys, engineering, do it.
So that's one of the reasons why we set it up, because it's good to have those experiences where you can just speak as women without men around. So I don't think they always want to hear what we have to say about something.
Yeah.
I tell them anyway, and then
as you should.
they don't like it very much. They're like, why'd you tell me that?
Sorry, it had to be said.
Oh, that's what I love about girls, is that like we just say it how it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm trying to think of an instance where I've done that. I do it a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I've built up a little bit of a reputation for being what was it you called me in the podcast last week? A dictator. And you know what? And our chief engineer described me as scary a couple of weeks ago. So
I got told by a welder that I was scary.
It's such a good compliment. I'm like, yes, I'm 5 foot. You think I'm scary?
Well, I don't think anyone else in the team thinks I'm scary. It's just the welder.
No,
but
probably not.
I mean, what any other instances maybe that you guys had where you've built up like a good reputation for yourselves for being like...
Oh, I'm known as quite a bad driver. It's quite ironic actually, but everyone's a bit scared to get in a car with me. I go quite fast.
I've known Katie for 4 years, and even I'm still a bit terrified whilst I'm in the car with her. I'm like... I
would never break the speed limit.
Oh.
To my insurance company.
Low-key, I'm learning to drive low-key, same. I don't like speed limit is a optional thing. It's not a requirement.
It's advisable.
Advisable, exactly. What advice do you give to these like young girls when you go to these events and stuff?
I think it's just be yourself.
Yeah.
Like don't change who you are. It's like all about celebrating the femininity again. Like I don't know. I think it's not something you necessarily notice until you look back on it, but you definitely do act a certain way that you think you should act.
Like I remember when I first joined the team, like trying to like fit in with all of the guys that are there and stuff like that, and you just kind of realize you've changed yourself a little bit just so you can be seen as like one of the boys to fit in, basically.
Yeah. And I think just be yourself. Don't see your femininity as a disadvantage, just like that you have to change, like celebrate it more, like it will get you seen more, like, and like the negative things from that, like if people are being negative about it, that's on them first of all, and second of all, like I think the positives outweigh any negatives that you will gain.
For sure.
Like employers aren't looking for somebody who fits in, they are looking for somebody who is their own person.
Who'll think differently, who will be that extra person. You're not going to think like everybody else that's already there. You are going to bring a new idea to the table.
You got to celebrate that and not try and hide it.
Yeah.
Has there been like any instances like in the wider engineering experience, you could say, where it's been not the best, kind of negative, and how have you like dealt with that?
Tough to say. I don't think it's necessarily like really bad, especially at Warwick. Like it's I don't know. There's definitely been times in group projects where you're like, you say something and then it gets ignored.
Or and then some guy like 5 minutes later
will say the same
says
thing.
the exact same thing.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, oh, such a great idea.
Yeah.
What about I said that first though?
I don't think they do it on purpose. Like I don't think they're trying. There's not that many men out there who are purposefully ignoring you.
Yeah.
But it is just how their minds work, I think, sometimes.
Like I'm doing a group project at the moment. I'm the only girl in the group, and I've had to hit a bit of a hard carry of that group project because nobody was doing anything.
But yeah, I don't think Warwick Racing is. I
Yeah.
don't think necessarily bad for it.
No,
But-
everyone is really, really lovely in Warwick Racing.
Yeah.
That's good. I mean, you talked about like being the only girl in this big group project and having to take the whole load of it. And trust me, I know. It's like a universal thing.
Yeah.
Do you feel like sometimes as women that we pick up the slack and then sometimes you just don't get the full credit and you're like, I've put so much work into this, and it's like a whole group thing and you're all getting credit for stuff you didn't do.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I think Warwick does it quite well because you have a peer review, and so you can just give them low marks
Yeah.
in the peer review.
Just give everybody else like it's like a scale from 0 to 5. Like 5, they've done amazing work. 0, they've done nothing. So just start giving them a lower score on the peer assessment.
But yeah, it's definitely. I don't get what people do. Like what are you doing in your life if you are taking a degree, you're on campus, and you don't show up to your group projects? I can understand lectures. I don't show up to lectures either. But
No,
your group projects, I show up to them.
Like you see it so many times. All these people in your group projects are like, oh yeah, I'm so behind. What
are you
else do you do
doing?
with your time? Like we're out here doing Warwick Racing and stuff like that. Everybody else is doing student project societies and stuff like that. And I'm like, I don't know if you do any of that stuff. I feel like, but I haven't heard you do anything. And you're like, what on earth are you doing with your time? Like, are you just doing nothing? Like, huh? How's this happened?
That's a valid question. You know what? That is a really valid question.
Crash out.
Yeah.
No, I do sometimes think that. I'm like, here I am, like putting in all this hard work and everything, and what are you doing? Like, what? Do you guys do anything else outside Warwick Racing?
No, it
Any
takes up my
hobbies?
whole life.
I would love to. I'd love to.
What stuff?
I did dance when I was younger, and I
Yeah.
really would love to start doing that again. But when I tried doing it in first year, but every single class like that I wanted to attend clashed with all my lectures and like my labs and stuff like that, and I was like, apparently that's not for me then. I can't continue doing that. So yeah, I'd love to go back to that, but the degree has not allowed that one.
I mean, I love reading and stuff like that, but now when I read a book, I just think about all CAD and stuff.
Start worrying about every other bit of work I should be doing.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like taking over our lives. But we love it, don't we?
Yeah.
You don't seem too sure about that.
No, we do love it in reality.
Yeah.
It's just a
We
lot
do.
of work.
It's just some moments you're just like, I wish it was a bit nicer.
Yeah.
In what ways? Expand.
Don't know, I think it takes a toll mentally, definitely.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just the mental, like sometimes you need a break, but I can't take a break. I've got control issues. So I have to be there. But
Yeah, there is just moments where it gets you. Like usually you can deal with the work and stuff like that. Usually you can balance things really well. But when it gets to like crunch time and stuff like that, like we're sat over Easter, like there's obviously no lectures or anything like that, but like we've got assignments, we've got revision for exams, and then you've also got to focus on building the car, and you just sometimes you really just do struggle to like use your time almost effectively and like get in early enough to get everything done for the day, and you're just there like, well, I'm running out of time. In reality, you will get everything done, but in the moment you just feel so stressed and you're like, is this going to work out? Is this going to be okay?
I think it's also the fact that you're learning everything. Like, you're learning how to be a good engineer. You're learning how to be an engineer in the first place. You're learning how to make mistakes and how to effectively correct them.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you're constantly learning, and it's a good thing. Like, I'd rather be learning than not learning. But I think it definitely takes a toll mentally when you are constantly learning, constantly putting your time into something, especially when you make a mistake or something happens like that, and then you feel so negatively about it. I think, like, no matter how, like, Warwick Racing is very good for treating mistakes like a whole team mistake rather than an individual person.
Everybody else should have caught on to something. It's not like, oh yeah, you were in charge of that part, you should have caught it. It's like, no, everybody else in the team should have been looking out for that, you know.
But you still feel very negative about that. And I think, you know, as engineers who are learning, we make a lot of mistakes. It's not a negative. It's how you learn. But I think it can take a toll mentally, especially when you're doing it a lot of the time. It's
and it's also you surround, like, the people you surround yourself with as well. Like, we're all friends with everybody in racing and stuff like that.
It's a
We're
big
all doing
family,
engineering and
yeah.
stuff like that. And so it's like you kind of can't really get a good break from any of that sort of stuff. And it really does get to you sometimes when you're like, oh, I just need to take a break for like a little bit, but you go back to your friends, but all your friends are doing stuff for racing as well, and you're like, no, I didn't want to see any of that stuff today. No.
There are a lot of positives though. Like, we're
Yeah.
talking about the negatives. There are a lot of positives. Like, the skills you gain are just like one of them, but you know, your team is your family. Like, they're your best friends. They're your friends. You don't want to call them your best friends. They're your friends. But like, you spend your whole time with them. You go out with them.
Yeah.
You know, you go to the pub with them. You do all sorts of stuff. You live with them.
What more do you think Warwick and BCU and generally like FS could do to like promote women in STEAM? We don't do STEM, we do STEAM.
Mm-hmm. We haven't talked about this yesterday. What we think we can do. I think funding is like. It's just a big
Yeah.
one. Like,
yeah.
to get any initiative started up, it does take funding. Like, we're lucky in the position we are with WMG
Mhm.
that they were so willing to help out. But
Yeah, it was really like we could do anything if we wanted to, but it was that funding, like
it got us the
food and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like you don't realize kind of that's like a sort of background thing that you never really think of with these things, but you're like, oh yeah, somebody does need to fund all of these things at the end of the day.
It needs a person within that organisation who is prepared to go, oh yeah, like this is a really good initiative that we should set up. Like, what can I do for them? What contacts do I have that I can help them out with? You know, do I have people that can come on a panel? Do I have connections at other universities? Do I have connections to take photographs and media and stuff like that, as well as the funding? I think, yeah, it takes one person really to get it started.
Because like
and
we could not have started Driven by Her without all of the people that helped us within WMG.
Yeah.
Like they were the ones that were like, I mean, they were backing us from the get-go and stuff like that. They were like, we'd love to help, tell us what we can do to help. Like if we hadn't had them turning around and saying, oh yeah, you can do something like that, I don't know if it would have even started, basically.
Yeah, and it's like when we have this briefing sheet that we did, the first briefing sheet was awful, and they just told us that. They were like, this is awful.
Yeah,
and
they're like, half of those ideas, they're not going to work, and we're like, okay, we'll take it back to the drawing board.
Yeah. So we've never planned an event like this before, so we don't know what we're doing.
No.
At all. We don't know how to get food. First of all, we don't know, how do we message people?
Yeah.
Do we go via LinkedIn? Do we go via other stuff? Like, what do we do? It takes people to help you along the way, teach you the ways, help you find funding, that sort of stuff. But yeah.
Is there anyone in particular you'd like to shout out?
Rachel.
Yeah.
Georgina, Katie, Jess, Catherine.
They were so wonderful.
Yeah.
They were the ones that invited us to the Women's Innovation Network event that we went to in October in the first place.
They started it all.
And so they really helped us to come up with the idea and everything.
Yeah, they're massively encouraging. And Rachel was the lovely lady who hosted the panel for our event. So
she was fantastic.
Yeah,
I was like, wow, can I do her job?
so supportive. They're like, immediately they were like, yes, we want to do this with you. We want to help out. We've been wanting
like
to.
They're literally every single time they're like, how can we help? Tell us in any way we can help out, like,
and they're so
willing
willing to like try and make our ideas actually happen. Like, they don't take over at all. They're so willing to properly do, so like they make what we want happen basically.
We give them an idea, they go, oh, that might not necessarily work. Like, they were the ones that suggested the location for our event and stuff like that, because we don't know half the places in the university, but they're like, oh, this boardroom would look really nice, it's got like nice view of the lake and stuff like that. And I was like,
originally we were going to do it somewhere else, weren't we? And then we sort of told them our ideas and went, we don't want it to be like really formal. We want like lots of people on tables, like who are able to talk to each other. We want it quite informal. And so, they were like, oh, that boardroom won't work. Yeah. Let's do it in this boardroom. Yeah. It's got a nice location. It's right next to your pits and stuff like that. So, they were amazing. But
so that and then I feel like everybody absolutely loved the location. They're like, I mean, obviously you could hear the geese in the background. We had all the windows open, you could hear the geese, and it's like, oh.
It was a very hot day for March, so.
It was a very lovely day.
Us in our white shirts.
Yeah.
I was sweating. I was sweating.
I love your white shirts. They're so smart. I feel like I want one.
Everybody said that to us. They're like, you look so professional, you look so put together. We were like, thanks, I guess.
I was getting like Toto Wolff vibes, but in like the best way possible. Move on to the fun part of our interview to like wrap it all up. We ask all of our podcast people these fun questions. And you've got some lovely ones put together by Alia. So the first one is, if your car had one ridiculous feature, what would it be? And you can't say the glitter.
You just stole my answer. I didn't say that.
I remember you saying that yesterday. You were like, oh yeah, that's my answer for that one. I think you should put some of those fake eyelashes on. You know like you know I think it's like Fiat 500s. They usually have like the eyelashes. I think we should just put some on the front on the nose
have like
cone.
goose powered motor or something, like a goose on the back pedaling.
Yeah.
I want that.
Yeah.
That is so cool. Genuinely. See, our geese ducks, but I love ducks. So like this whole geese, is it geese?
Goose.
Yeah.
Goose.
Geese theme stuff is really cool. If you could design your own track anywhere, where would it be?
Malta, and then it would connect the two islands, and the main pit straight would be in Blue Lagoon.
That is so cool. That sounds like such a good holiday as well.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think now. I'm trying to space it like where would I like to go, and therefore can they put an F1 track there, so therefore I have an excuse to go there, you know?
I like sort of like, you know, warm, not too tropical.
Yeah.
But like nice and warm.
I don't know, like somewhere like New Zealand as well. Like having one down there.
Or like Greece or something, across the islands.
Oh, yeah.
Do you guys like Mamma Mia?
Yes.
Imagine ABBA playing in the background.
Oh my gosh. That'd be great.
Do we have a favourite ABBA song?
I don't know.
I'm a big fan of Voulez-vous.
Yeah. My mind's gone blank. What's the... Is it Fernando? What's the one that goes...
Oh, that's such a good song.
I like
Yeah.
that one.
Money, 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 that one. That's classic, I feel like.
If you could give Warwick Racing a theme song, what would it be? For us, I said We Don't Start the Fire by Billy Joel.
Yeah.
We've had My Little Pony because we all love it. We all love each other so much. What else have we had? Bad Bunny as well for BCU Racing.
Oh yeah.
What about you guys? What are we thinking?
I'm kind of feeling like Barbie or something.
Yeah.
You know, like the Barbie theme tune.
Charlie XX one that they did, like she did for the Barbie movie, like sports car or something like that, or like Speed Drive. It begins with an S.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'd be fun. That'd be fun.
That is so cool. Pitch it to your marketing. I'm sure they'd say yes. Do you guys have like a favourite type of circuit? Do you think like new circuits are better, or would you go for like a traditional circuit? And do you have a favourite circuit?
I love Brazil actually.
Oh, that's good. As a Max Verstappen fan, I love Brazil too.
I don't know. I like some of the old ones, but I don't like Monaco. Sorry.
Yeah. I think it's like the street circuits. They're just so narrow.
I don't like a
They're
street
just so
circuit.
narrow. You just can't get any racing done.
I bet they were really, really good back in the day.
Yeah.
But the cars are just a bit too big.
Yeah.
And a little too fast for them.
Yeah.
If I do Monaco on the simulator, I'm in a wall
In a
within
wall
like
immediately.
30 seconds.
Immediately.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, what about you? Do you have a favourite circuit or circuits?
I do quite like some of the European ones, like Austria and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like the views around there, stunning, absolutely amazing. Like those ones, like I feel like those ones are also like quite nice to go to as well. So yeah, I'd probably say some of those like European ones, like Austria, Spa, that sort of stuff.
Spa's good, yeah.
Love Spa, love Imola. I love like you know like the banking where it's all like really curvy.
Yeah.
I just
Zandvoort.
Yes.
Amazing. I mean, you were scoffing at my Max Verstappen. Do you guys have favourite F1 drivers? Who are they?
Yeah, I'm a McLaren girly.
Yeah, love the McLaren.
Do you have a specific driver though?
I've got my Lando Norris top on underneath.
Yeah, I
underneath
guess
my
we have to
jumper.
say Norris just because he's British.
Yeah.
And you've got to rep the country.
Yeah.
A little bit, but
I do love a bit of Alex Albon as well, though.
Yes. I like a bit of Carlos Sainz.
who doesn't?
I've got his Barcelona hat from a few years ago when he was at Ferrari.
You know the Williams F1 fan zone they did
Yeah.
last year? I went to that. and Alex Albon was there talking. I brought my sister's Alex Albon hat along, and I got it signed for her.
Oh my God.
So my sister has her signed Alex Albon hat now. All because of me. All because of me.
Wow, that's so selfless of you. I'd be like, this is all my Max Verstappen merch. Can you like?
It's because it was her hat in the first place. So
Yeah.
I was like, I can't really just take it away now. But yeah, so that she's now got that.
Aww. What other races have you been to?
I've never been to a race,
No.
actually.
No.
Oh no, I have a fun story actually.
Oh, okay.
I went to Silverstone back
Mhm.
in 2015. I went on the qualifying day, but I didn't go to watch F1. I didn't really know about F1 back then. I went to dance there. They had invited a bunch of like dance schools. They like over a week you got taught a dance and stuff like that. And then yeah, you got to go along and perform it there. So yeah, that is the only time I've ever been to a race. But yeah, I danced at Silverstone.
That's such a flex. Oh my gosh. Put it on your LinkedIn.
Literally, put it on your LinkedIn.
Yeah, my journey into F1 started all the way back in 2015, dancing at Silverstone.
Such a full circle moment. Oh, if you get a job in F1, you should dance in the paddock just to like really solidify.
Oh, I remember it so vividly. But they had the Red Arrows fly past at the same time. My dad loves planes, so he was watching the Red Arrows fly past. My mum was out there watching me dance. Like, I know my dad's seen me dance a lot of times. He wanted to see the Red Arrows though.
If you get a job in F1, you got to film a TikTok and then let Warwick Racing post it.
When we go to Silverstone, you can film one for us, please.
I
I don't care if your team doesn't want
I'm
you to.
sure there must be like somewhere out there must be like the place where I danced exactly, and I can go find it. I really do need to like look at this because I have like the t-shirt from it and everything. But yeah, like I do need to find something because like I think my parents do have videos of it and stuff like that. But I want to see if I can find where I was and go back there.
We definitely need to do a TikTok this year.
Yeah.
A comp. All the women.
They've been slacking on the TikTok.
Well, yeah, we need to, but also driven by her. All the
Yeah.
women in the pits, you know. Get everyone in like the pit lane or something and do a big TikTok together.
Have you seen our TikTok? We recently did one. We missed out on Biebercella, so we did our own BCU Racing Biebercella. We had like, let me show you. We had like a sparkly helmet.
Oh, yeah. This is what I was saying. One of our drivers, he heard about the glitter on the scoops. He's like, I want a
glitter
sparkly helmet.
Glitter helmet.
That's perfect. I mean, you guys follow me on Instagram. You've seen the glitter helmet.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Shout out to Emmy on our marketing team. Amazing. Go watch the video as well. It's really funny. And to our viewers, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. We are now on Spotify, so please follow us there. You can also watch this podcast on LinkedIn, and don't forget to follow our socials. Bye.